Hey guys, it's Jen here from Nails by Jen. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome to my channel. So today's video is another watch me work, and this client is a marble junkie. So I had seen a set of nails on Instagram from Nails by Melanie where she had this dark teal color marbled with white and the addition of some rose gold foil, and I absolutely had to do it on this client. Now, if you remember from a long time ago, I actually did another marble set with colors very similar to this. It was a multicolored set, but I still wanted to do it again on this client, so this is what we came up with. So if this is something that you're interested in, stick around, keep watching. As always, don't forget to click that like and subscribe for me. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and let's get started. All right, guys, so let's get started. As usual, I have to go ahead and remove the top coat and any nail art from these nails. Now, I actually did not have to do any debulking. I left the nails as they were. You guys, I was so sad to see these nails go. I actually did another Watch Me Work video on these nails, so I will post the link below. But they are one of my absolute favorite sets that I did on her. I love glass nails, and these ones have the little icicle effect. You can see I'm kind of filing it there. So I did also have to go underneath and take out that icicle effect because it's all bumpy and groovy. So you will see in a little bit that I go under the nail with one of my other bits and just smoothing everything out for her. But basically all I'm doing here is taking off the top coat, removing any nail art, and if there's any little bits of lifting. And as you guys know, I love my 4X carbide bit. I love those babies. They cut through the acrylic and anything basically like butter. Baby. So right now I'm going in with a smaller bit, and what I'm doing is just taking out that little ledge that we oftentimes will get when we are resculpting a nail because the form doesn't fit perfectly under the natural nail. So I'm just going in and smoothing it out. It has grown out enough that I can kind of get in there a little bit. There was a couple of ledges that I did still have to leave because they're a little bit too close to her skin, and it was getting a little hot for her. So I said, we'll just leave it until next time, and they'll be grown out enough next time that I can really smoothen everything out for her. And next, I'm going straight in with my cuticle pusher, and I am pushing back her proximal nail fold, exposing all of that dead skin, or the cuticle as we know it. And then I'm going to go in with my hand file and smoothen all of those cuticle areas out, making sure to remove any little bits of lifting if there is any. And I'm just going to sharpen up her shape as well. We are not taking off any length. She wants to grow these out and make them even longer. And then I'm going to go in with my cuticle bit and clean up all of that dead cuticle. So I'm now going in and cleansing the nail, removing all of the dust and debris, and then I'm going to go in with 2 coats of my Protein Bond primer and get ready for our acrylic application. So basically next, I'm just going to be doing an infill or a backfill, whichever you prefer to call it, and I'm just filling in that cuticle area. I'm also going to make sure that I adjust any of the apexes that need to be adjusted because her nails are super long. We want to make sure that there's enough strength in that apex area that she does not crack it, because as you guys will see on her right thumbnail, there is kind of an indent or a groove that she has taken out because it actually did crack on her. So she was a good girl. She took her file and she just smoothened it out. So I do end up having to add a little bit of acrylic there, and you'll just see on a few of the nails I go in and I'm just adjusting a little bit just to make sure that the thickness is where it needs to be. Okay, you guys, I know I cannot be the only one who has a favorite finger to work on, but I feel like every one of my clients, the favorite finger is the ring finger. It always seems to have the nicest nail bed, the nicest shape. It always just looks the best. And even on her, my favorite nail on her is always the ring finger. And even on myself, my favorite nail on my hand are always the ring fingers. Maybe that's why they're the ring fingers, because they're the prettiest fingers. And so that's the one that we showcase with our beautiful jewelry. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm the only one who thinks this way. So again, I'm going back in with my hand file and just redefining that shape and making sure to finish file and make sure everything is good to go. So generally I don't buff the nail before I apply gel polish, but because we do have that glass nail effect and I did want some of it peeking through the marbling, I did go in and do a little bit of a light buffing, and then we're going to get straight into the marbling effect. So you're going to need a top coat or a blooming gel, and then you're going to need a white gel polish as well. I'm using Perfect White from Madam Glam. And then I'm going to custom mix that dark teal using Madam Glam's navy blue. I'm also going to be using the Madam Glam, it's one of their newest ones that I've gotten. It's called It's Not XMAS Yet. Super, super pretty sparkle. It's a dark teal. And I've also got this one from Ugly Duckling number 59. It's like a dark, dark forest green. So I'm using my little tile that I got from Glitter Mix Canada that I absolutely love. So my brush actually got pushed into the lid of this gel polish, so I really can't use the brush. So I just am dumping out some of this dark green color from Ugly Duckling, and then I'm just going to play around with these colors, and I end up making way too much, but I save the color because she loved it so much that she wants to actually use it for her birthday nails. So you'll see I just keep mixing the colors here on this palette until I get the color that I'm looking for. And next I'm going in with my Perfect White from Madame Glam, and I'm just sort of painting a strip. Now you guys have seen me do this method in another video. I will post the link for that below as well. Basically you just take all of your colors, however many you're using. I'm just using the one that I created and white, and you will see I will add a little bit more white just because I felt like that dark green color was just a little bit too much, and then you just marble them together. So before I add the color to the nail, I'm going to add a very thin layer of my Young Nail Stain Resistant. You want to make sure that the layer is quite thin. It's just going to be like a slip layer. Now you could use any top coat, or some people prefer to use a blooming gel. I have not tried blooming gel with this particular method. I have used it to make roses in the past, but I do find blooming gel generally makes gel polishes spread quite a bit, and I really didn't want it to spread too much. I didn't want the two colors to kind of meld together. I wanted to be able to see them sort of separately. So I'm just taking my flat brush and I'm scooping under the gel polish, and then I'm applying it to the nail into that wet top coat, and then I'm going to cure. Now if you want the colors to blend more, you could also just leave it sit for a little bit longer outside of the light, and the colors will just kind of start to blend together and meld together into that top coat. But as I said, I wanted to have sort of that differentiation between the two colors. So you want to make sure to cure each nail in between the color application. Otherwise, I find things just run way too much if you did all 4 fingers and then put them in. You could wait a little bit, like I said, to let things blend, but you have to make sure that the color is not starting to seep into the cuticle area or onto the skin. So you just have to be very careful of that. But I just prefer to do one nail at a time, get it in the light, and then move on to the next one. So next I'm going in with my Glitter Mix Canada foil gel, and I'm just going to be applying it into little areas on the nail. I'm not going to be covering the entire nail. You will see I'll just kind of swipe the brush over the nail in certain areas, and then I'm going to cure that for 30 seconds. So Glitter Mix Canada does recommend 45 seconds, but in my lamps I do find 30 seconds works perfectly well. And then after it is cured, which I'm going to do all 4 fingers and cure those, and then I'll do the thumbs separately. Once the curing is done, I am going to be applying some rose gold foil. When adding the foil, I am using a really light touch. I'm not pressing hard because I don't want a lot of foil. I just want very, very little bits of it. So I'm just using a very light touch. And the final step will be to add 2 layers of top coat to the top side, and I am adding a layer of top coat on the underside of the nails that I ground out that icicle effect because it's rough now. It's not going to be as glassy, and I do want them to be as glassy as possible in the areas where there is no gel polish. So I'm just going underneath those nails and adding a very thin layer of top coat for her. And then, like I said, 2 coats onto the top side just to make sure that that foil is sealed in really, really well. And that is it. Well, there you go, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me while I do another watch me work video on one of my clients. I absolutely love how these turned out. You guys, doing marble nails with gel polish is one of the easiest designs. So if you are ever stuck and have no idea what to do on a client, they don't have any ideas, just do some marbling. They will absolutely love it. And it's very versatile too because you can do so many different color combinations, and you can add different little embellishments like rhinestones or foil like I did here. You can add flakes, glitter, all kinds of little things just to kind of take it over to the next level. So I would love to know in the comment section below, what is one of your favorite combinations of colors that you have done, or even a unique color combination that you have done? I would love to know in the comment section below. So if you liked this video, guys, please share it with someone else. And as always, have an amazing day.